Oh, my line, I just had a line. So my screensaver just changed it already. Doesn't have a previous desktop background. It does have next, but not previous. What is the next one? Oh yeah, cool. I got some cool backgrounds. Anyway, the lion was just up there, a young male lion coming through a brushy, thorny area. Let's see what we got going on here. It's my old site that I use at Angel Fire, which is now a header on my Twitter page. Actually, not this, but the browser I made, which is no longer available for download. It was in the late 90s and early 2000s, and then I rebuilt it a few years ago, but it jacked it up, so I won't go into that. I mentioned it once before in a previous video, not today. Today, I'm just going to go look at search, see what happens. Yep, still doing it. Now, earlier I did that, and it came up with some interesting IPs. I deleted it. I just had a couple videos I made, and I deleted it. I don't know why. Well, because gases, noxious fumes can alter the way you think there is today's date and time. Picture me when I was young. Almost looks like a halo, but I think it's just a crease in the film or something. I don't know. I don't even have that picture anymore. And that was before I went to the Army. I was actually really young. Now I'm not really young any longer. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you see what I have. That's not what I want to do. Where's the one I had saved? Oh, that's the site that it took me to after the IP address. No, that's not what I want. Well, anyway, I went and got the IP a while ago. It was a bunch of Italian IPs, a bunch of different ones, not just one, but like multitudes. I ran a back scan on it. Let's get another page open and I'll show you where this one goes. I scanned the IP, the main IP, back to the source, and it's not a secure site. I'll just go ahead and go to it because it doesn't matter. I mean, they've already hacked me. Oh, I didn't get that. I think it was a German flag. Oh, it's not working now. Or maybe it worked. It was a different page a while ago. Huh, I don't know. What is that? Oh, Germany. That's what it is. But that's not what I had. I had a different. Oh, I know what to do. It should be in my history. Here, it went to the. Try to. Oh, am I getting blocked out of that page now? Oh, it took me to it a while ago when I back scanned it. Huh. Is it not going now? Go anyway. Yeah, here it is. It went to this page with one of the IPs I scanned, which is, these flag IP. I'm just gonna call them all flag foxes. They're not all flag foxes, but one of them is, and that's what they do. Is they show the IP and where it's at. Of course, there's other stuff you can do with them too. And you got more stuff you can do, and there's more stuff with this one you can do, and it's got a lot more stuff you can do over here. Plus, once you get the IP, you can do a lot of your own stuff manually. If you know anything about anything with the computers, and I know just a very little bit, and I don't really want to jack with it too much. But stepping outside a few minutes ago cleared my mind a little bit. And why would this? And I got this IP for this site from checking these flags that say Chile, which I looked it up and I couldn't find it before when I looked it up and I made the earlier videos, but for some reason yesterday I was able to find it and I found out there is a server just outside of Santiago, Chile that Google has, a big data center server. And also there's one in Ireland, but I did not find one in Australia and I did not find one in Africa, which those are also flags that have popped up on here in my Google search. Not just in my Google search, but also when I go to my Google page, when I manage a Google account. Now see, today it's doing like it should, American flags. Before it was showing Chilean flags, African flags, it was showing Australian flags, it was showing all the others, the other four that I mentioned, plus the Yeah, I shouldn't, unless they're just routing things through other countries. I don't see why they would do that when you're in the U.S. and you're set as a U.S. for your location. I don't see why it would show any other flag like it did before, but it did before. And yesterday it was showing Chile for these locations in my Google here, my Google account. Well, it's not today, so hmm, strange. This is an interesting site. I might do some more digging around, see what other kind of sites I can come up with. Completely, totally insecure sites. Today's date. Am I rambling? I'm just a rambling. I am. Yeah, I'm rambling. Hmm. But I don't know. Now I could check this and find a bunch of different. I guess that's the IP address for this joint. Hmm. Of course, that's what FlagFox goes through. FlagFox.net. It's no problem with that. It even says so right there. And see, the other day, my brain was so fogged by some of the gases coming from next door, I couldn't even think. And I'm still getting fogged right now. Like I said, I stepped outside for a few minutes and my brain slightly cleared. But when you're subjected to it all the time, even at a slow rate, it takes its toll on your mind and your body, trust me. It does. Anyway, that's what I was doing, and I had some other stuff. It didn't save it. It asked me if I wanted to save it. I didn't save it. I should have saved it, but I didn't. Because it's irritating. It's irritating. Oh, there's a good background screensaver. The Sphinx. How old is the Sphinx really? I think it's a lot older than archaeologists say it is. I would say it at least goes back to the last ice age. That's just my own personal opinion due to the marks of the water on the sides around it. They've excavated and seen the flood lines, water lines that can only be made by water and nothing else. Well, I won't go into that. It's not my forte. I mean, I could. Used to really like it, but there's a lot of other people that have done these things on the internet. You can check it out if you want.